Oh, alrighty. Hello, welcome to my senior recital. Not exactly how I imagined it, but that's okay. You know, life happens. Before I get started, I'm just gonna let you know a few things with sound. One, there's wind right now, which means that there are riggings slapping against masts, which you might hear in the background, plus kind of the boat creaking a little bit. Just kind of the sounds of life in the marina. You might hear a seagull every so often. It's ambiance. Just take it as ambiance. The other thing is the hot tub is a little bit loud. Hopefully it'll just kind of blur into the background. More ambiance. It's fine. And with that, I'm just going to get started, basically. I do have two accompanists. I mean, obviously all my music is recorded. The accompaniment is recorded, but I did have two different people recording things for me, and they were lovely enough to do that. So I will be introducing them as we go. So my first song is going to be Hang On Little Tomato by the band Pink Martini. It's by a bunch of different people from the band. And I will be accompanied by Michael Rivers playing the piano. It's dark, I cannot see. Why does this rain pour down? I'm gonna drown in a sea of deep confusion. Somebody told me, I don't know who, whenever you are sad and blue, and you're feeling all alone and left behind, just take a look inside you and you'll find you've got to hold on through the night. Hang on, things will be alright, even when it's dark and not a bit of sparkling. Sing some sunshine from above, spreading rays of sunny love. Just hang on to the vine, stay on, soon you'll be divine. If you start to cry, look up to the sky. Something's coming up ahead to turn your tears to dew instead. And so I hold on to this advice when dreams are hard and not so nice. If you listen to your heart the whole night through, your sunny someday will come one day soon to you. Thank you very much. I wanted to start with that one because it's cute and fun and happy, and I feel like we could all use just a little bit of cute and fun and happy right now, because things are a little odd. But I just really love it. I love Pink Martini. I love all their music. Sophie Orth was gonna accompany me on that, but alas, we could not do that. But thank you, Sophie, for offering to do it in the first place. It was wonderful. Okay, I have my little song list here. So I have been doing the solo and ensemble festival for all 4 years of high school, and I've both participated in the choirs that I've been in, and I've also participated as a soloist. And this year my solo got chosen to go to state, and I was ecstatic because it's the first time it had happened for my solo, and I was so happy that I was finally going to be able to do it. And then this happened, and I couldn't do it, and it's sad. But honestly, I'm just happy that I was kind of, I don't know, that I even had the opportunity to begin with. It's just great. So I'm gonna sing the song that I sang at this last Salon Ensemble Festival, which is called Si j'étais un jardinier, and it is a French song, obviously. And it's about what you would do for a loved one. If I were a gardener of the sky, I would I would paint it beautiful colors to make you happy. If I was the gardener of love, I would grow gentle touches in my garden to caress you with. And yeah, but in French, so, you know, follow along if you can. And I will be accompanied by Mrs. Jolene Dalton Gately on the piano. Okay. Si j'étais jamais déçue, je te cueillerais des étoiles. Quel jeu ravirait tes yeux si j'étais jardinier des yeux. Dans les nuits pâles, sous ces voiles, dans les glaceries radieux. Si j'étais jardinier des yeux, je te cueillerais des étoiles. Si j'étais jardinier d'amour, je te cueillerais des caresses. Je te fêterais tous les jours. Si j'étais jardinier d'amour, en leur inédite tendresse, mes bouquets te feraient le cœur. Si j'étais jardinier d'amour, je te cueillerais des caresses. Mais mon jardin ne que chanson, et tu peux y cueillir toi-même du pollen y filet buissons. Et mon jardin ne que chanson, viens là rêver de ton cœur même. Et mon cœur aura des frissons. Mais mon jardin ne que chanson, je te peux y cueillir toi-même. Thank you very much. That was Si j'étais jardinier by someone that I should tell you, by Cécile Chaminade. You'd think I would still have that memorized from solo ensemble. Now, when you go to solo ensemble, when you go to state, you have to do 2 songs. So I was in the middle of preparing the song that I would sing for state. I don't know why. Whoa, it's very windy. I don't know why, but I love this song so much. It's called Whither Must I Wander, and it is just gorgeous, and I get really moved whenever I sing it, and I want to laugh or cry or something, so you'll probably see that, and I'm sad that I don't get to sing it at state, but I'm happy that I get to sing it somewhere, for you, for myself, for anyone who's willing to listen. Whither Must I Wander by Richard Vaughan Williams, accompanied by Mrs. Jolene Dalton Gately. Home, no more home to me, whither must I wander? Hunger my driver, I go where I must. Cold blows the winter was home then, my dear, full of kindly faces. Home was home then, my dear, happy for the child. Far and the windows bright glittered on the moorland. Song, tuneful song, built a palace in the wild. Now when day dawns on the brow of the moorland, lone stands the house, and the chimney stone is cold. Lone let it stand, now the friends are all departed. The kind hearts, the true hearts that loved the place of old. Spring shall come, come again, calling up the moorfowl. Spring shall bring the sun and rain, bring the trees and flowers. Red shall the heather bloom over hill and valley. Soft flow the stream through the even flowing hours. There the day shine as it shone on my childhood. There shine the day on the house with open door. Birds come and cry now and twitter in the chimney, but I go forever and come again no more. Thank you very much. Okay, next we are going to get a little bit lighter, kind of. If you actually listen to the lyrics, it's not super light, but if you listen to the sound, it's kind of fun. So this is a song. This is a song called "Two Birds" by Regina Spektor. Let me drink some water. And I will be accompanied by Michael Rivers on the piano. Two birds on a wire. One tries to fly away, and the other watches him close from that wire. He says he wants to as well, but he is a liar. I'll believe it all. There's nothing I won't understand. I'll believe it all. I won't let go of your hand. Two birds on a wire. One says come on, and the other says I'm tired. The sky's overcast, and I'm sorry. One more or one less, nobody's worried. I'll believe it all. There's nothing I won't understand. I'll believe it all. of a feather say that they're always gonna stay together, but one's never going to let go of that wire. He says that he will, but he is a liar. Two birds on a wire. One tries to fly away, and the other watches him close from that wire. He says he wants to as well, but he is a liar. Do-do-do-dum, do-do-do, do-do-do-dum, do-do-do, da-da-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum, do-do-do-dum, do-do-do, do-do-do-dum, do-do-do, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Two birds on a wire. One tries to fly away, and the other. That was Two Birds by Regina Spektor, accompanied by Michael Rivers. This feels so silly. Okay. Now, my next song is from a musical called Hadestown, which won Best Musical at the Tonys last year. It is a retelling of the story of Orpheus and Eurydice, which is a Greek tragedy. Eurydice goes to the underworld, or gets taken, depending on the story, and Orpheus goes to follow her to bring her back, something that's not possible. And the ruler of the underground, Hades, says, okay, you can have her if you're both going to walk out together and she's going to walk behind you, and if you don't turn around, and if you trust her enough to be there, then she'll come up with you. But if you turn around at any point and look at her, then she'll be lost forever. And they make it almost to the surface, and then Orpheus gets scared and he turns around and Eurydice is lost forever. So the song that I'm going to sing is one of Eurydice's songs from the musical, and basically what happens is in this adaptation she goes to the underworld in search of a better life, because Orpheus as a musician is not bringing in enough money to feed them, basically. So she goes, and she doesn't quite find what she wants, or what she expects. So this is Flowers from Hadestown. I'm accompanied by Michael Rivers, and the song is by Anais Mitchell. All I wanted was to fall asleep, close my eyes and disappear, like a petal on a string, a feather on the air. Lily white and poppy red, I trembled when he laid me out. You won't feel a thing, he said, when you go down. Nothing's gonna wake you now. Dreams are sweet. Is anybody listening? I open my mouth and nothing comes out. Nothing's gonna wake me now. Flowers, I remember fields of flowers, soft beneath my heels, walking in the sun. I remember someone by my side, turned his face to mine, and I turned away into shade. You, the one I left behind. If you ever walk this way, come and find me lying in the bed I made. Thank you. That was Flowers by Anais Mitchell from Hadestown. Oh my goodness. I know that this is just a recording, but I still think I feel the need to do some thank yous like I would do at a normal recital. So I have a list so I don't forget who I want to thank for a multitude of reasons in my life. So, the first person that I have is Michael Rivers, and he has been my voice teacher for, oh, I dropped my paper. He has been my voice teacher for a really long time. I think somewhere around like 8 or 9 years. A really long time. And I just remember when I was really little, I wanted to sing so badly, and I went to my parents and I begged them to be able to let me sing, and I wanted to take voice lessons, and my mom searched around town, and every single person she went to said, no, she's too young, we don't want to teach her, we don't want to teach a small, annoying child. But Michael said, okay, maybe I want to teach a small, annoying child, and he said, let's have a lesson and see what happens, and we did. And I've been with him ever since, and he has taught me so much in terms of music and being a person, just in general, and he's helped me grow so much as a musician, and I can't thank him enough for that. So thank you so much, Michael, for that, and thank you for putting up with me and teaching me and you know, letting me be obstinate to learning how to read music, and then when I said yes I want to learn, for giving me everything I needed for that. Thank you for letting me cry about messing up the words to Doe a Deer at my very first recital, and then telling me I could move on to harder things, and you helped me grow, and I thank you so much. The next person in the theme of music is Mrs. Jolene Dalton-Gailey. Oh, well, first of all, thank you, Michael, again, for convincing me to take choir in high school, because and I've said this a lot recently, I genuinely don't know the person I would be without it. It has helped me grow as a leader, as a person, as just like a strong woman, being taught by one of the strongest women I know, Mrs. Gailey. You are such an inspiration to me, and you have given me so much, some of it you probably don't even know, and I hope to keep learning from you in the future, just by living in the same world as you, honestly, and thank you so much. Thank you so much. Next I have Anna Anderson, who, I mean, when I decided to audition for a Shakespeare play, I didn't think that it was going to become such a thing. And now people associate me with Shakespeare, and that's because of you, because you were willing to teach me and listen to me, and you believed in me, and you saw in me something. You saw in me an actress, you saw in me a director, you offered me opportunities, you've helped me grow, you've taught me so much when it comes to acting and theater and Shakespeare, and you've really opened me up to my love of theater and love of language, honestly. And I can't thank you enough for that, and I'm so glad you moved here, and that I just so happened to audition for Midsummer Night's Dream all those years ago. Okay, next person, people, a little bit out of the ordinary to thank your bosses at your senior recital, but Bob and Lindy are amazing, and I came into their store as a snotty little kid buying penny candies and dumping out my change purse and trying to figure out how many chocolate bars I could buy with 15 cents, and you guys were wonderful and so kind. And when I walked in at the age of 15 and you said, "Hey, do you want a job?" and I said, "Absolutely," from then on it was the best job I ever could have asked for, because when I said, "Hey, I have rehearsals for a week and I can't work," you guys go, "Okay, great, we'll come to your show," which, like, that kind of support is somewhat unheard of in a job, and you guys have, well, first of all, working at the candy store taught me a lot about humanity, because if anyone's ever worked in the circus industry, you know that that's what it does. And you guys offered me that opportunity, and I feel so much more prepared to kind of go out into the world and be a person, having had that experience and having learned from you guys. Okay, the next group of people that I want to thank are my siblings, because I don't think you guys know how much I love you guys. All of my friends know how much I love you guys, because I talk about you all the time. Literally every other thing I say is like, "Oh, my brother did this," or "My sister did this," or "My niece," or "My nephew," or something. They're all very tired of hearing about you. And when I interact with you, I'm kind of mean and sarcastic and a brat. And I really am an amalgamation of all of you, your personalities, your looks, your clothing. You know, I've basically stolen everything from you. Soap, bars, chocolate, clothes, personalities, sense of humor, everything, and put my own little twist on it, and you guys have always supported me, and I just love you so much. I love you so much. The next person, and I gotta be kind of quiet because I'm pretty sure he's downstairs while I'm filming this. The next person that I want to thank is my father, because Dad, you have been unbelievable. You've been such a support. You've loved me so much, and you've let me do so much that I want to do. When I said I want to go to school, when I said I want to be in 2 different choirs, when I said I want to be in 2 different choirs and be in plays, when I said I want to direct plays, when I had late nights crying because I felt like I couldn't do everything, you were always there and always supportive and always told me that I could do it. And sometimes told me that I shouldn't, and that I should take a step back and think about my own health. And honestly, that's just as important. And I think you and me and the cat have done pretty well here on the boat for ourselves. And I love you a lot. Thank you so much. And although she's not here, obviously, to see or hear me, I want to thank my mother, because I wouldn't be who I am without her. And in that vein, when I was 11 or 12, somewhere around there, I wrote a song, one of 2 I've ever written, and I'm probably not going to write another one, so this is what you're going to get. And when I first wrote it, I didn't know what it was about, and all of my siblings told me it was about a boy. And I told them that wasn't true, because I knew it wasn't true, but they didn't believe me. I didn't know what it was about, but I knew it wasn't about a boy. And I was able to get it recorded. I raised money. The people in my community gave me money so I could record it, and that was wonderful. A great learning experience. and I haven't sung it in a very long time, but I'm going to sing it here today as a tribute to how much I've grown since I did that, to my mother, to my father, to everyone I love. Bear with me, I did write this when I was 11, and it has not been edited, so this is it. And it's called Never Know. Walking alone, desert of fire, never know where, never know why, never know, never know, never know, never know, never know, never know. Walking alone till you came along, took me in your arms, sang me a song. Never know. Told me who I am, why I'm here. Told me that you love me, I'm your baby so dear. Never know, never know, never know. Never know, never know, never know. Told me sometimes it's good to be a child. Let it all go and just be wild. Never know, never know, never know. Never know, never know, never know. Walking alone, desert of fire, never know where, never know why, never know, 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 never know. Alright, I have one more song. Voice lessons are kind of stressful sometimes. If you get stuck on something, you know, if there's a note that you can't hit, or a lyric you can't seem to remember, or just something you can't quite get, and you work and you work and you work, and even at the end of the lesson, sometimes you can't get it. And it's never good to leave feeling unaccomplished, feeling like you were stuck on something, feeling that weight on your shoulders. So Michael and I kind of started doing something where the last 5 minutes of lesson, we'd open up a book of Disney songs and sing one, a random one, or one that we especially liked. And we came to especially like Cruella de Vil from 101 Dalmatians, because it made us happy. So, in that fashion, I'm going to end this virtual recital with Cruella de Vil from 101 Dalmatians, accompanied by Michael Rivers. Cruella de Vil, Cruella de Vil, if she doesn't scare you, no evil thing will. To see her is to take a sudden chill. Cruella, Cruella de Vil, the curl of her lips, the ice in her stare, all innocent children had better beware. She's like a spider waiting for a kill. Cruella, Cruella de Vil. At first you think Cruella is the devil, but after time has worn away the shock, you come to realize you've seen her kind of eyes watching you This inhuman beast, she ought to be locked up and never released. The world was such a wholesome place until Cruella, Cruella de Vil. At first you think Cruella is the devil, but after time has worn away the shock, you come to realize you've seen her kind of eyes, watching you from underneath a rock. This vampire bat, this inhuman beast, she ought to be locked up and never released. The world was such a wholesome place until Cruella, Cruella de Vil. Thank you very much. Thank you to everyone who's watching, because it's kind of a long video, probably. And thank you to everyone in my life who supported me and gotten me to this point. And yeah, what a weird situation world that I'm doing my senior recital on my top deck, but I'm still grateful, and thank you.